Hey first grade friends, welcome back, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite strategies that is going to help you become a really efficient or quick mathematician. And this is called the making 10 strategy, and here's how it works. If I have two addends that I want to add together and I'm looking for their sum or their total or the whole, I'm going to see if I can use my 10 frames here to make a 10 to make my adding more efficient. Let me show you what I mean. The first thing I'm going to do is see which of my two addends is bigger, and I'm going to place that addend in my first 10 frame. So 8 is bigger or larger or greater than 4. So I'm going to take 8 cubes, 1, 2, 3. You could do this with counters. You could draw a picture, friends, to do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've represented or modeled the 8 inside of my 10 frames. But I want to know what 8 plus 4 is. I need to add 4 more. So I'm going to grab 4 more cubes and add them to my bottom 10 frame. When we have two 10 frames, friends, we call these double 10 frames. And I want to make a 10. I want to see if I can make a 10. The reason why I want to do that, friends, is because we know that 10 plus a one-digit number is going to give us a teen number, right? We know that 10 plus 1 equals 11. You already know that. 10 plus 2 equals 12. You could tell me that right off your brain. I bet you didn't even have to use your fingers. You know that 10 plus 3 equals 13 because every teen number has one group of 10 and some leftover ones. So if we rearrange this number sentence to give us a group of 10 and some leftover ones, we're going to be able to solve that much more efficiently. So I'm looking to see if I can break this 4 apart, my smaller addend apart, into two pieces. One piece is going to help me make my 10, and the other piece is going to help me make my teen number. So let's see, how can I make my 10? Well, I see two empty spaces here in my 10 frame. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the last cube that I added. I'm going to move him up, and I'm going to move another one up to fill my 10. Ooh, I just made a 10. Now I have a whole 10 frame, and I know when my 10 frame is full, that's a 10. And I have two leftover ones. Check out what I just did. I took my 4 and I broke it. I snapped it apart into two pieces. The first piece is 2. Whoops, I just dropped my marker cap. The second piece is also 2. Well, doesn't that make sense, friends? That's a doubles fact. We know that 2 plus 2 makes 4. Well, now I want to show how I can make my 10 here. Well, I had 8 red cubes plus the 2 cubes that I borrowed from my 4, my 8 and my 2 together, I'm going to circle them because that gave me a 10, didn't it? 8 red, 8, 9, 10. My 2 yellow helping me make my 10. But I'm not done. I have my 10 up on the top. I filled in my top 10 frame to make 10. But I have these 2 leftover cubes from my 4, and I need to add those on as well. So the 10 that I made plus these 2 leftover cubes equals, oh, that's easy, 10, 11, 12. So if 10 plus 2 equals 12, then 8 plus 4 also equals 12. If you don't believe me, friends, watch what happens if I didn't make my 10. It's less efficient, but it still works. 8, count on my smaller addend, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. But friends, making the 10, the more that you do this with your counters or in your 10 frames, the more you're going to be able to do this inside your head. I know, crazy. You're going to be able to break your smaller addend apart into two pieces in your head to help yourself make a 10 and then add on your leftover ones to make your teen number. So let's take a look at our answer choices. What do we get when we add 8 plus 4? Well, A, 2. Be careful, don't get tricked. Yes, I broke apart my smaller addend into 2 and 2, but is that my sum or my total? No. B, 11. No, I said 8 plus 4 equals 12. Nope. C, 12. Oh, yes, 8 plus 4 equals 12. D, 8. No, 8 was just my first or my larger addend. So friends, we're using the making 10 strategy to help us efficiently add, because we know that 10 plus a one-digit number is going to give us a teen number, and that's easy and we can do it in our heads. So what you're going to do now, friends, is either use your virtual manipulatives, your counters and your 10 frames, or you can draw a picture to help you solve these problems and get some more practice making 10 to add.